Hey friends, what's up? In this video, I'm going to be walking you through my January makeup capsule. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, but in this video, I'll explain why. Also, that little, it's more than little, that sound you hear is my radiators and they're off. So I apologize in advance. Why am I adjusting the plan? Because I realized if the goal is to use things, then I actually should just focus on things that either I've had so long it doesn't make sense what's remaining, or just to like put a concentrated dent into things. Now, some of the stuff that I'm gonna be using is not in that little capsule because I only have one of them and I'm not rushing to get through it. So like, for example, this primer that I told y'all about. And so today what I'm gonna do is go through what's in this bag with y'all. I'm gonna try to, I think the way that I picked it out was I should be able to like just make a face of makeup with the stuff that's in this bag. But again, some stuff that I'm gonna be using, like color corrector, my eye stuff, I only have one of, so it doesn't make sense to try to rush through, like I just said. If anyone's curious about my really cool hoodie that I have on, it's by a company called Black Child. I will link it down below. As one would hope, it's Black owned, and they are very much about like Black childhood nostalgia. So this has like Kool-Aid jammers, bubble tape, there's a hot comb somewhere, beads, there's a box of barrettes, there's a kitty perm, pink lotion, blue magic. Very cool. Oh, also, Happy New Year. I'm recording this on New Year's Eve, and it's very rare that I'm able to record and post something all in the same day. So by the time you see it, like I said, this bag is for January, but by the time that you see this, it likely will be 2026. I have goals and such for myself. I actually am a pretty temporal person. Like I like to give myself like a week. If I'm in a funk, I give myself like a week to try and build different habits. That kind of stuff, not like glow up shit. I'll post a really good video that my husband and I watched last night. Link it down below, it's very good. I think my first YouTube video ever was about New Year's. Okay, so first thing on here is this liquid filter. Y'all know what genre of makeup this is. And actually, I'm trying to be too cute with these little bangs because I just recorded a hair video, but I do need to get them out the way. The first thing is this. I have said before, I'm not really a foundation person. Please. I will say though, as my skin continues to clear and improve, I'm getting there because it's not as textured. But so I bought this as kind of just like a wash of color, kind of like a skin tint. But I do want to use it more because I believe I've had it past the expiration dates. I've had this for almost 2 years. It says a year. And you know, just good to have. Excuse me, not good to have, good to use. As far as this product, would I repurchase it? I don't think so, because I feel like the coverage, and even more than the coverage, perhaps more importantly, the glow that I get from this, I could just get from a good sunscreen. So will I return to this product? No, but it is sizable, and so I do want to try to put a dent in it. I don't think any of these products, there's only one that I think that I'll finish. Alright, next up, this full coverage concealer that I have is, I only have 2 concealers and this one is not my favorite. So I think I had the other one first, Why do I have two? I want to say it was something like I had the other one first and then maybe an old one of this, and then I ran out of that one. And that was also the same time that I realized like, oh, I actually have an olive undertone. And so I decided to get this in more of a neutral color. I really could not tell you why I have both, but I don't love the finish on this. I used to, but as I would like to try to focus on this as opposed to the one that I really like so that I can try and finish this one faster. I feel like I'm putting this stuff on my face and I don't know if I'm just using a light hand or what, but I feel like it's not doing anything. I am simply not putting enough on. Now, this is not the makeup's fault, but it's also about to be January. I am simply an undertone right now. There is no pigment in my skin. And so all of the like unique parts of my face, like my dark circles, my dark spots, stuff like that, it's very pronounced because I don't have, there we go, because I don't have color in my skin. Now, as such, because I used the full coverage concealer, I'm gonna be using my loose setting powder. As I said in my first video, that's not really because, that's just because I like how the finish of this pairs, but I'm not trying to finish this product. It's a powder, so I don't expect to finish it this month. I just have it in the bag, you know, because they go. Something that I'm gonna try though is setting my face with this. I have a powder brush, setting my face with this, and then using setting spray, because I'll be using cream products. I've talked to y'all about this, that I have a cream blush. I have like a blush and lip stain, and then I also have two powder blushes. I'm in no rush to finish the powder blushes. One of them I've had for 5 years now. But this is why this is going into this little makeup capsule, okay? I've had this for a while now and I have about that much left. I don't mind keeping powder stuff past the expiration date, but I want to try and put a significant dent in this, if not finish this year. I don't know if I want to get to a place of only having powder makeup, with the exception of concealer. I don't know, something to think about though. So I do want to put a significant dent in this month. I want this to be the only blush that I use. And then as far as bronzer goes, I also want to put a dent into this as well. Now, because I'm wearing pink, it's not often that I wear both blush and bronzer, but I think I did that in reverse. But I want to use these, so sometimes I'll use both of them. Maybe if I'm wearing something a little more neutral. Also, like, we're going out to eat with my husband's goddaughter and her parents. She doesn't care. It's like I'm putting this on my hand and nothing is changing. But bronzer wise, I've been wearing bronzer since high school on a regular basis. I think if I've had a cream bronzer before, I have had cream bronzers before, they're not like liquid. They're like a stick, and I prefer that because this is, The other day I texted my friend Ollie and said that I had an orange patch on my face from the bronzer, and Ollie was like, I think this looks fine. I was like, no fam, I look British. But now that I'm realizing how pale my skin is at the moment, I actually probably need to pack this on. Something that I do that's very goofy, I think, is from that product, I think is the only one that I put on the back of my hand first. But I don't like just having stuff on my hands. So if not like scooping it up with my brush and then putting it on my face, I'll take one of the clean makeup sponges that I have in my drawer and just like wipe it up with the butt of the makeup sponge. All right, adorable, cute. So now we're gonna test what I said about just lightly setting with powder. And then I'm going to come back to life with this. This is on its last leg, which I'm happy about. I said that I was gonna use this for travel and then I ended up not going on the trip that I was going to. This setting spray is to here. So I can just finish this. This is fine. It's fine. Because I'm at the bottom of that product, I just destroyed my face because of the setting spray. So anyways, it's going in the trash and I'm not bringing this into my January 2026. The dog is barking because she thinks somebody's at the door from me tapping my brush. So now I know I have to tap the brush on my hand, not the package. When I got married this year, I did my own makeup and thought like, okay, I got married over the summer. So I'm like, okay, I gotta learn how to like really do makeup and make it last. Powder was the thing that had me like, I think I'm just gonna go with how I know how to do things. So something interesting happened, and I'm not sure why, but I look crazy up close. That's what happened. You can really see everything on my face. What is going on? It looks like I like took my highlighter brush to my face. Here's the thing though, here's the thing. I'm a real person. This is not my job. I don't know if I care. I simply refuse to change. I simply refuse to change this. Okay, so like I said, eye products, not in a rush to use, generally only have one. I actually have 2 eyebrow gels right now because I thought I was at the bottom of mine, and so I replaced it with the same one, but I actually wasn't. So now I have a backup for when it's out, but I kind of jumped the gun on that. And I do just think that that's something that's interesting to consider when it comes to trying to finish products, is how often we're kind of rushing to and then end up like, no, you got a month left in that one. I don't know if anybody else who has like very, I don't know what the word would be. Anybody else who has just a lot of hair or like hair that very much like stands out feels like this. But sometimes if I don't look right in other aspects, like there's a weird bronze glitter on my face and I don't know where it came from, I'm just like, it's okay. Everyone's gonna be looking at my hair. I will say though, I love my hair. I think that it's beautiful. Sometimes I do feel like it is, not that it's too much. We don't use words like that here, but rather that I have so much hair that sometimes I feel like I fade behind it. Like when I do slick back styles, I'm like, oh, there I am. I gotta go ask my husband what to do. I'm gonna repeat something to you that my husband said to the cashier at Ulta. Don't get married. Because I told him, look at my face in the sunlight. And I was like, do you see what's going on with my skin? And he's like, yeah, you're breaking out. I have 2 lipsticks that are part of this little capsule, as I'm calling it. The first is my beloved Foxy Brown, my favorite lipstick color. Like I said, by Mented Cosmetics, I'm a big fan of it. It's my favorite it's just a tiny amount left. I don't know. I just want to see how long it takes to finish it. This is something that I would repurchase. Howsomever, I have mentioned before that I have this other color by them that's called Brand Nude that I really like, and I actually think that for an everyday color, this is probably better suited for me. This, well, no, I would repurchase this if I didn't have so many other browns to choose from. So it's between that and then this other brown. And just to show you how much is left on this one. Oh God, it's a lot. I have this much left. So a good amount on each, but like manageable, right? Hopefully you can see why I chose the products that I did to focus on this month, because it's not unreasonable to expect to finish them next year. If I put a significant dent into these products this month, like even if I'm able to, I'm not gonna do the work of twisting all the way up. Even if I'm able to get the lipstick like flattened this month, that would be really good. We are going to eat, and this has good longevity, so I'm gonna put this on. The two products that I did not use today that are in this bag are these two, but I can, just for a comparison's sake. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products. I don't want to finish this video without mentioning that I said that I'm only using one perfume until I'm almost done with it. I have this much in it, and I want to say that when I started doing this maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, I was here. I was able to finish one, like something this size, in like a month or two. It's liquid. It's not like trying to finish a powder product, so we'll see how I do at the end of January. This is where I am at the beginning, and I already was working on it. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me know what you're working on, and I'll see you in my next video.